Question tonight, can we fight gun violence the same way we fight infectious diseases?
First Coast News' Eric Alvarez is at the Future of Healthcare conference in Jacksonville, where medical experts say catching bad guys and putting them away won't solve the problem.
At Tuesday's Future of Healthcare conference, the focus isn't cancer, heart disease, or obesity. It's gun violence. UF Jacksonville surgery professor Dr. Marie Crandall says it's a cycle that never stops.
We open their chest and stitch their heart and high fives all around. They go home in 4 days and we see them again in a week.
She says one solution is to study gun violence the same way epidemiologists study infectious diseases, which can only thrive when three things are present. An agent, which is the disease, a host, the person catching and spreading it, and an environment that enables the two to collide. Now, in this scenario, the host is the shooter, the environment is society, and the agent,
which is easy access to a firearm. To ignore the agent is really a problem.
Here in Jacksonville, one gun is stolen from an unlocked car every day. Dr. Brian Yorgidis of UF Health says simply bringing them into the home isn't enough.
1.7 million children live with unlocked guns in their presence. 1.7 million. That's incredible.
That's why UF Health plans to give away 40 gun locks completely free this week. Fixing the environment means better schools, more jobs, and better social services. And as for the host, Sheriff Williams says when it comes to gun violence, much like diseases, prevention is always more effective than treatment.
We really get to the root cause of some of these issues and get ahead of it once and for all.
Eric Alvarez, First Coast News, on your side.